What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Tonight we've got the prospect finale. We've got NAN versus HR. Tonight joining me, we have ABW's Ruby Rax,
Hello.
FRG's very own Squaller,
Hey guys.
TSC's Mr. Cool, Gabe has Bongo as
Yo, yo.
observer, and I'm your host, the supervillain, FRG's very own Counter Strike. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
Dude, we're doing
I
so
love NAN.
fantastic. I'm so excited to watch this grand finals. It's gonna be so much fun. I don't think anyone predicted these two teams to make it to the finals, so it's gonna be a banger.
It is going to be a
This one
banger.
should be a good match. Both teams look pretty even on the stat lines too. So
Yeah, they've both
we
been
had,
very dominant these playoffs.
I think we had HR going 6-5 in the regular season, and then I think NAN was 7-4. But
Yeah.
across the line, like both team stats look pretty even.
Yeah.
HR had like a good start to the season and then they kind of fell apart. And this playoffs run is like their build up towards their like redemption arc, which is kind of
It definitely.
I was going to say, well, when you hear teams in professional where they're like, "Oh, well, how did you win the major?" They're like, "Well, things were kind of going and then we had a big power spike right coming into it. Like we started making a lot of progress coming into the major, and then each game was like extremely challenging, but we gained so much off of each win that we're like by the end we had powered up way past what we even thought we could reach at maximum. So I think that's kind of the trajectory that they're on.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems like they got kind of a second wind coming here into the second or the postseason. But then again, similar story on NAN. A bit of a rocky start, kind of trading maps back and forth throughout the beginning of the regular season, and now they're kind of picking up a little bit of momentum going into this postseason. I think
Yeah,
3 games in the
100%.
regular season, and then two 2-0s in the postseason.
Something
Yeah,
we often
both
see
teams have,
in playoffs is teams just getting strong at the right point, figuring out the pieces, getting everything sorted out, and going crazy. We saw it in recruit, and we're seeing it again in prospect.
Rest in
yeah, and
peace to the
then
ABW recruit team.
and
Pour one out.
for Team Nan, it's really been Jordan who's really stepped up this postseason. He's dropped a 1.28 rating across their series in the quarterfinals, and he dropped a 1.29. So like two massive series for him. Him showing up again will definitely be a win condition for Nan, I think.
Oh, absolutely. And then over on the HR side, I mean, we've had a Flick kind of going crazy all season, I want to say. I think he's at like a 1-3 throughout the regular season, and he's not been quite there in the postseason, but he's still been giving out solid performances.
Yeah, Afflict is actually he was actually a stand-in in the semifinals, so he's not actually in this game. We've got
Oh, I might
Peeps
just.
back on the op for HR this finals.
Peeps, the last time we played HR in season, we played Nuke and Peeps just destroyed us.
Yeah.
He was playing like some pixel gap angles, and like we wouldn't even see him, and we'd die.
Yeah. Well, we don't have Nuke on the schedule for today. We've got HR's picked Mirage as the first map. Nan picked Anubis, and then we're going to Dust 2 as our decider if it comes to that. So we got all the desert maps here for you today.
Are these map picks what we
Definitely an
expected?
orange themed best of 3.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, there was a little bit of a question if HR wanted to play Inferno. It's not a map we really saw from them in the regular season. They did pull it out in the postseason and had a dominant victory against Wet. But Nan has been playing a good bit of Inferno.
Yeah.
So
Well, HR did ban Inferno as the fifth map picks as a the kind of the fifth map to be banned. So yeah, they
at
clearly did
least in
not
my
want
mind.
to test Nan on that ground.
Yeah, at least in my mind, they went almost exactly how I would think, except for that fifth ban. In my mind, it was either Inferno or D2 as the decider.
Yeah.
But we will be seeing D2 come out tonight.
Yeah. No, it's exciting. I think this will be if it goes to three maps, it'll be I think the second time this season that we've seen Dust 2 in Prospect.
Yeah, and I think both teams are hoping to clinch out a 2-0 victory here. I don't think either team has dropped a map in their postseason yet.
No.
Really, they haven't. I guess I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. Because we watched the wet HR game, and that was a tough game to watch. Because I think
Yeah.
everybody had really high hopes for wet to come into that and
Yeah.
show everybody why they were the number one seed, and they looked like everything was going wrong. Every timing was going against them. Every lurk from Rymaster was getting huge value. It was just a really tough game to watch.
Yeah, if I'm honest, Wet really they just lost on Inferno, and that shows in the scoreline with a 13-4 win for HR. It seems like HR just had their number that whole time, and yeah, Wet never really stood a chance in that second map.
Yeah, I mean, definitely surprising though, because Wet's been very dominant throughout the entire season, and they just kind of let those two maps slip away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as well, Hector is somebody who I think everybody has a lot of respect for in terms of keeping his cool and not giving a lot of lip service, like just putting up results. And to see his team crumble like that is super weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really
absolutely,
surprised.
and
I thought they'd have a stronger showing, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Hector, as I assume he's their IGL. He's always been a pretty wrinkly-brained guy. You know, at least every time I've played against Hector, it's been hectic with the either takes or holds.
Hectic Hector, that's what they call him.
Mm-hmm.
They call him my dad. Yeah. What's the first map?
We're going to Mirage for the first map.
Mirage.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be Mirage, then Ancient. Or Anubis, excuse me.
Yeah.
Orange, not green.
I want to look up some of their stats from Mirage.
Yeah, we got any big predictions coming into this? I mean, I've got NAN for the clean sweep.
Same. NAN is just way too good. Doxic is too much of my homie for me to say that he's going to lose this one.
I'm NAN all the way home.
Wow, it looks like I'm the solo HR predictor. I think in the Prattle I predicted a 2-1 victory for HR. I think it'll be close either way though.
It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah,
there's no way that
at least one dissenting opinion.
Another player in my eyes to look out for, DJ Jazzy Jess. I mean, what a story! Talking about a rise to the top. You know, first season ever in CSC. Recruit NAN gets the chip. Now it's her first season in Prospect, and here she is at the finals yet again. I mean, this could be crazy.
Yeah.
She's a witch. She did a bunch of rituals. She sacrificed a goat to get here, I'm pretty sure. I think I saw that she had a pentagram on the floor drawn in blood. Okay, look, not confirmed, but she's got to be doing something like that to get these wins. I mean, this is so good.
I'm a little biased.
It's working, bro.
I'm a little biased because we won that chip together season 13. Jess is my brother in Christ from now to the end of time, but she's a really solid player. And on top of that, a manual promo into Prospect. She was slotted in recruit this season by numbers, and she's been holding her own. I think she's sitting somewhere just shy of a 1.0 rating.
Yep.
If we're talking, man, like I'm not trying to glaze NAN too hard. I was in NAN last season, so I'm a little biased, but my brothers on the NAN recruit team have made some beautiful performances. Fresh made it to the chip and recruit, Jess and Prospect. Man, that would have been a super team if all of us stayed together and recruit, let me tell you.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Counter-Strike reliving his glory days already in his early 20s.
It's only downhill from here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
other than that, on NAN, we got Greg dropping a 117 throughout the regular season too. Definitely a rifle to look out for.
Greg has been going on a tear.
yeah, he's their opper, and we're definitely looking for him to have another consistent. He's been having a good, consistent performance this postseason. He's dropped 1.18 in the semifinals, and in the quarterfinals against us, he dropped a 1.17 rating. So he's again really consistent. I'll be looking to the other players on NAN to see if they can step up and secure this win.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We'll need to see Doxic, Carey, and Jordan all stepping up to the plate here in the grand finals.
Mm-hmm.
But moving over to HR, Squalor, what are your thoughts? Who are the standout players on HR for you?
I mean, this season it's been Rymaster. This postseason, Rymaster has again put up really good numbers. He's their lurker, so it'll be really whether he can find good timings against this NAN team. Yeah, and then I mean, all the other players, I'd say they have roughly equal fragging potential. I think they're a really well balanced team, and we'll see if that works for them this grand final.
Yeah, I mean, both teams look relatively balanced, but I'm definitely a little surprised to see D2 as the decider. I wasn't really expecting that kind of puggy map to come out because, going up against NAN, you do have Greg rocking that up, but then again, I do think the overall stat lines barely favor NAN.
Yeah, I would agree. If it goes to Dust 2, I think I was really expecting Inferno as the decider, and if it goes to Dust 2, I think it'll really be whether they can shut down Greg on that op, because in our scrim versus NAN, he was extremely dominant on their CT side opping. He just managed to get like pick after pick, so it'll be interesting to see if HR can counter that in the third map.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it really will come down to which team can mesh together and coordinate a little bit better tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the game is it live at this point? We might be having a little bit of OBS being salty with us.
Give Gabe a bit of grace here, but
bear with.
Yeah, it looks like HR's won the second round forced by a Mirage. No. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Our game is live with NAN picking up the first round and the force buy coming to the second. Looks like HR has managed to close it out. So I'm anticipating a 4-1 start for a 3-1 start for HR.
Yeah, it looks like NAN will be able to save over 2 sets of armor, a little bit of util, and some MP9s, but yeah, it's going to be very hard for them to swing any momentum back their way after their eco gets devastated like this.
Yeah. Yeah, you look at the money from HR, they're going to have a really good buy coming into this round. Yeah, we'll see if
they should be able to bonus it too.
Yeah, we'll see if NAN save here or go for the force.
Maybe they can stack a bomb site.
Yeah, that's
Get
what
lucky.
I'm thinking. Send those 2 MP9s over to A. A little bit of a cheeky push up mid. But no, it looks like we will see a force down coming out from NAN. He's electing to lean over towards that B bomb site pretty quick. Looks like NAN's only got a solo hold on that site. 3 CTs pushing in the top mid, getting some early map control. And alert coming in through Palos. We might see a clash over here towards the A site, but T's making good progress through apps.
I mean,
all about how much.
Yes, on the solo hold through Zen.
CTs know exactly what's happening, but I think the better guns are just winning out. Oh.
Oh, they're running through the smoke.
Yeah. We got a 3v3
3v3
retake
post
here.
plant move.
Yeah, and HR just gonna shut this down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
valiant
round
effort
conversion
from
from
Carey
there.
there on the B site, but just couldn't quite connect on that fourth.
Yeah, Carey
Money is
managing
not
to pick up
looking
a 3K.
Okay, so
Well,
CT these days, I mean, CS2 in general, CT is all about making sure you have the economy going well, because it doesn't even matter what side the map leans towards. If you don't have the economy, there's just nothing you can do. So they really have to make sure that they could save some money here. I don't know how concerned you even are about keeping the T's honest in terms of money, because it's just they have so much. We'll see what they can get done with this Mag 7, because that could be a good way to get up some extra dollars. Save up for the op.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Mag 7 is over in Palace at the moment, and the T's are. It looks like we're having another
Oh, no,
cat to
it's on B.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. This will be
We're
interesting.
coming out
See if the
cat.
I
T's
think get
clear
one
this or
here.
not.
Carey's
Yeah.
in a great position here.
No
Gets
way!
taken down off the
They
rip.
cleared.
Oh my god.
I
mean,
gotta wonder if HR saw that in a demo. That was an instant clear from Clutch there.
Yeah, great awareness from HR for sure.
I guess as soon as you see that they have pistols, you're like, you're not gonna get me like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like those
that's
cheeky
true.
spots.
Yeah.
I guess these are the rounds statistically where it's most likely to be happening, where someone's playing in a cheeky spot like that. So maybe it's just good game sense on their end.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, we will have the 3-1 scoreline from HR, assuming all these players are gonna get out alive, and it's gonna be a tough fourth round for NAN again. See if they can get back into this game.
I mean,
No.
NAN showing some discipline setting up there and just playing for post round or after the round damage, but HR showing a little more discipline, exiting 5 through apps.
Yeah.
Okay. It's good. This is still salvageable for NAN.
But they got to
I think
lock
this
in
should be a
3
full
on
buy
T
round
off the
from
rip.
NAN.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, they were really hoping to save more players in that last round. I think Toxic had armor? I'm not sure.
I think most of their players went a full save, but here, all right, we've got an exec, fast exec coming up from HR.
2 quick picks, looking for a third jungle.
Yeah.
Did they leave the bomb? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering what he was doing. He's like, I gotta go back ramp. I left my keys.
They still haven't planted, have they? Yeah, just planting now.
Yeah, I think they were mollied off the plant, but it's already in a 1v4. Or 1v5, excuse me. And Carey's just going to have to try to save that M4, bring her team a little bit of eco coming into this next save.
They should be hunting really aggressive here.
I believe they are.
They're being a little bit more cautious than I think they have to be.
Yeah, they have a massive bank. If they can take this rifle away from Carey, that'll be huge. But it looks like Carey will get away scot-free.
Okay, not bad.
Oh, they get her.
Oh no! Right at the end.
Last second. That is brutal.
Yeah,
that
was
is
close.
tough.
Devastating.
And they just have to save again.
Yeah.
I mean,
NAN's got to be on another save here, yeah.
Yeah, they should have full loss bonus, so we'll see a strong buy coming in the next round, but we'll see what they can get done with these 5-7s. With 4 5-7s across the board. Looks like they're going for a fast ramp rush here, but see if Clutch can get out. No,
it cannot. Wow. Yeah, but now the The illusion is kind of over, and they can just
Yeah.
run into B. Oh, pets.
Well, they have a rifle with armor here now, so we'll see. Yeah, they've got B site now, though.
Oh my
It
god.
was- Yeah.
I mean, I think they just got to save that rifle over on NAN. That'll be a big help on their eco.
Yeah, 100%.
I appreciate
yeah.
how detailed these maps are, but Valve, come on. You gotta model the light so that nades will bounce back in your face.
Yeah. We're seeing Greg having a really tough map. He's 0-4 so far. With 100 ADR, though, 150 ADR though, so looks like he just hasn't been able to finish off
I
his
mean,
kills.
he's doing the
but
damage.
yeah, absolutely he is. It's just
It doesn't really
Just
matter.
gets Trojan, but P finds her through the smoke.
yeah.
That does matter, but they'll still have a bye this round, regardless. Okay,
Yeah, that just
Doxic's on
gave
the
him the
op.
potential to get him.
Okay, no, he gives it to Greg. Okay.
Yeah. All right, we'll see what Greg can get done with this op here. See if he can find some kills. Oh, ADR is fixed. He is now at 71 ADR. That makes a bit more sense. Yeah, it looks like our ADR stats are slightly broken with Jordan at 0 with 2 kills. So, yeah, I think we have a timeout coming in here from NAN. See if they can get their ducks in a row and get back into this game.
Yeah, I mean, coming into this rifle round, you got to start talking with your team, figuring out what's going right, what's going on, and what sort of adjustments can we make to stop this dominant HR half.
Yeah.
No, Peeves, you had the instant window smoke.
Oh, he'd rather go for a pick. He's bloodthirsty.
He should be, honestly.
Yeah. See NAN playing a very passive mid. With, yeah, 3 of their players on B, 2 on A, and they've just left mid completely open. So they're anticipating a fast B, but bomb is over towards A. I think we're going to see the bomb finish up A here, and NAN is not in a good position to win this round.
No. This stack, I think they should have dismantled the stack earlier.
Yeah, it looks like Jess is rotating over now, so they might be starting to flush this out, see what's going on. But
Oh, Trojan.
oh,
2
Peeps.
opening kills, man.
yeah, double kill for HR, and it's not looking good for NAN.
I mean, NAN's already got to be talking about if they want to try to save these 3 rifles.
Greg wins the op duel,
Yeah,
but that's
looks
not.
like they're backing out to save here at this point. That's
Yep.
yeah, another 4 players alive for HR. Look at their money. They yeah, this is gonna be a really tough half for NAN to get back into.
Greg goes down.
Oh,
Damn.
huge pick from Troy.
9 yards.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah,
And
Greg is now
Doxic
1
can't
and
save
5.
anything.
Ow. Greg is now 1 and 5. It's yeah, gonna hope he can at least bounce back for the rest of this map, or maybe in map 2. Otherwise I don't see NAN winning this. But
What can NAN
Still-
do to salvage this, would you say?
You know, at this point, I'm not too sure there's a lot they can do. They've tried the aggro plays on their ecos. They've tried playing a passive default on that third rifle round, and it just seems like they're not finding a footing on the first map of Mirage here.
yeah, so far it doesn't look like HR has been doing anything crazy. They've just been winning gun rounds pretty much. See, oh, they're NAN going aggressive mid. No, that's not gonna work out for him.
Hey, it
Yeah,
just
Now, we
seems
gotta
like
keep in mind this
Nan's.
is still HR's map pick.
Yeah.
This is true. Yeah.
That and finals jitters. You never know.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just as
But,
much a mental game as it is a physical one.
Yeah, I haven't seen NAN in a man advantage scenario so far this game. I don't think.
I don't think it's happened once. I think you're right about that.
Yeah, HR has just managed to find the opening pick almost every round.
I'm gonna say, like, it's not even like you can point out a specific player on HR that's really doing any heavy lifting. They're all putting in the work together and
Yeah,
finding these
absolutely.
round after round.
Yeah, and yeah, very well balanced team as I said before. Oh, okay.
That was nice
getting
of
a
Jordan
good-
to sniff that out.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go
Opens
for
up
this.
this round, though.
No, I think that molly
It
shuts him
was already
down.
closed.
Yeah. Greg saving. Yeah. Wow. So we got a 7-1. We got a Brazil for HR starting out this game.
It just seems like NAN is losing to themselves, like stacking the wrong site, just not doing their chores or whatever at the beginning of the round to make sure that they're taking that space that they need,
Yeah.
putting the
They got
pressure
a-
adequately.
They got a couple exits there at the end. Greg did not manage to get the op, unfortunately, but yeah, it just seems like whatever they've tried, it hasn't worked well for them.
I think you are right there. I think we have seen a lot of aggression and a lot of not aggro, gambling coming out from the NAN side. And I am curious if maybe just a little bit more of a standard default would work out for them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think HR has mostly played their rounds very like default heavy, and that's just allowed them to kind of know, figure out every round where the gamble stack is happening and go to the other bomb site.
We will see a bit of a standard default coming out here, though.
Well, they have 2B, but they're not playing anyone cat. This con push is going to be devastating, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, they
we
can
do
push
have
back.
three players over towards A, though.
HR starting to take some space in B apps, though. Still 2 players on B.
Yeah, we'll see if Clutch can get anything done from B apps. See if that causes It looks like HR is pivoting over towards B here. So I think we have our first man advantage scenario for NAN. We'll see if they can convert this round.
I'm not sure I like this position from, who is that, Carrie?
Yeah, she's playing over by market window there.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's a
awkward.
very out in the open spot, and she's going to get punished for it. But
That's
a
why
little bit more
yeah, Jess in a great spot. Oh,
gets taken out by P.
can only
Bomb
get the
will go
one.
down.
Yeah. And yeah,
I just 1v3 post plan. I mean,
yeah, I just did not like that B setup from NAN. They had 2 players back pillar. They just were not in a position to trade off each other, especially with I think Carrie out in the open near E-box.
and then just playing tucked on back site. You know, you'd hope there's a little bit more communication and coordination coming off there.
Yeah.
I don't mind this timeout. I was gonna say that they should take one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. See if they get a mental reset.
Mental reset
and miracle right now at this point. The unstoppable tide of the wild cards is really just kind of running amok through NAN right now.
I mean, I don't want to say it's not doable, because at the end of the day, anything's doable as long as you can string the rounds together, but NAN's going to have a really hard time stringing any kind of rounds together on T side.
It is an uphill battle.
Best you can hope for is going into the half 3-9, or 4-8, excuse me.
Yeah, but that's gonna be really tough to salvage this half. And again, going to their T side, I mean, if you look at the scoreboard for HR, they really don't have any weak spots. So it's not like NAN will be able to exploit like a weaker bomb site, because all these HR players look pretty. They've showed up to this final.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like HR will be electing to lean towards B. Looks like a split into B through cat and
Oh
apps.
wow! Look at this boost top mid. This could be massive for HR if they can find Greg and Con here.
2 players coming underpass too. Good chip damage from the nade.
Yeah,
Greg gets him.
Greg gets one, but gets traded out.
Oh, greedy.
Yeah, that was very, very greedy from Doxic. Yeah, Con is such a dangerous position.
I mean, not the worst spot for NAN, though. 3v3 health advantage leaning towards NAN. They are kind of spread out, though. HR's already got some space on the bomb site A.
Roy's kind of out by himself, though. Oh. I guess the kill on the CT player.
It looks like NAN does want to go for this. Jess and Carrie trying to coordinate some kind of a retake. Their jungle and CT. Roy hears something. Moves out to isolate the jungle fight, finds the pick onto carry, and then finds the pick onto Jess. Peeves finds the pick onto carry.
That was the
Yeah,
closest round they've had in a long time, and they can't close it out. That
Yeah,
feels bad.
with 2 opening picks there from NAN, they still were not able to convert that round. We just saw good trades from HR and solid post plant setups again. So it looks like NAN are going to be on another eco here. Oh no, they're going to force up into this. Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
I was saving for last.
yeah, I guess
They
they
still
figured.
have max loss.
Yeah, I guess they figured 10-2 is not enough if they want a chance in the next half. They're going to need 3 rounds at least to work with. So
yeah, hoping to hit HR with that Voodoo 9-3 curse.
Yeah.
well, we see a lean towards B here. Oh, we'll see if Bomb can get caught out in apps. We got a massive lurk through underpass coming out from NAN. Oh, and
Nice,
they will get
Greg.
Bomb. Wow.
He doesn't
Okay,
know. He
this
doesn't
is
know.
huge. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think we're going to see HR rotate out here. They have a good bit of space in mid, and one player already trying to push through T.
Yeah, I mean, NAN have completely rotated off A. If HR can get over to A as fast as possible, we'll see if NAN have time to react to this. But
I mean,
they're
we
still
still do
leaning
have the
towards B.
we still have the con jungle player, but like
Yeah.
you said, Eebs looking to make an opening pick on stairs
made a
here.
noise.
Okay, they heard that, so
Yeah.
I think they know what's up now. Yeah, NAN is completely rotating over. All right, we got a 4v4 on the A side here. This is gonna be tight.
We still got a NAN player in market. They're not quite convinced yet.
Bomb going down, so they.
Oh, now
know
Carrie
what's
just saw
up.
3 players.
Oh, Jordan getting burned alive.
They might try and flash into this.
I mean, it's not a great post plant.
Harry
for
gets his
HR.
pick and scaffold. Looks for a
He's
second
dead.
and sandwich. Can't quite
Oh.
make it.
Wow.
Ugh.
I'm just going down after.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw no utility from NAN on that retake. They were in a great position. HR was not in a good position if NAN had a smoke. They did not have any crossfires set up. They were just able to kind of frag out and fight
Yeah.
their way out of that post plant.
I mean, very dominant showing from HR right now. I don't really know what else I can say.
They're not getting into 13-0, guys. Okay? You could say that.
NAN got their pistol round. Well,
I bet they'll get next pistol round too. That's just how this
Yeah.
shit kind of goes.
they'll need to if they wanna have any chance. But
HR going for a quick B hit.
Quick B split.
yeah,
Very
Carrie doesn't know how
fun.
far they're on the site though.
I carried completely not ready for this cat push. She's about to
Spots
get
one out.
yeah. Well, once again, NAN knows what's happening. Bomb has gone down. Let's see, I don't like
Kicking
this.
Troy out of van.
HR has almost no control over the site.
Yeah.
Rhymaster's gonna get back, but
But Bomb is planted
he's
for
gonna
cat.
jump.
Ooh,
Bomb is planted. Oh.
And Rymaster gets their wings.
hold 0 without the off.
Yeah. But yeah, this is gonna be a tough. It's planted for cat. Greg has no smoke to smoke off the bomb. He has no idea that
Only
both
a
players
flash.
are there. Yeah. Yeah. HR.
He was
got
missing
this
like
round.
5 shots on him. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, 11-1 for the first half. Going to the wild cards.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, just look at the scoreline. It's just total domination. I mean, all HR players really stepping up to the plate. They've all got from 9, 10, 11 kills. Like, yeah, I just don't think NAN is gonna have any weak spots to exploit on HR's CT side.
Yeah, I mean, the lowest ADR you see on HR's side is 75, and that's not very low, especially
Yeah,
with 9
that's-
kills on Troy.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 3 players who are at like 100 ADR or more. So
Yeah.
yeah,
If you're a Nan, honestly, you write this. You're talking about Anubis already, like,
yeah,
Yeah, at some point you
You're
do
right,
have to
it's all-
mental
it's a
reset,
loss.
but
because this is. I don't think Nan played Mirage at all during the regular season.
Well, Nan's
They
going
did
for
not.
a fast mid take here. Running down to lower mid. We'll see. I think they're trying to go up con. No, underpass to B. Wow, we've got the matchmaking stress in the grand finals.
or they're not going underpass to B, they're going underpass to CT. I
Oh my
believe they're
God.
pulling off the cinnamon twist.
All
And
right,
HR is
they've
reading
mentally
it. They have not
reset.
rotated off A.
Hey,
Oh my god.
They said if we've lost 11 rounds in the first half, we're gonna have a good time on T pistol.
Oh
We're
my
riding
god.
out into the sunset, is what they're saying. Now, this is a statement that they saying we might be down, but we're not out. Let's bring it to map 2.
Absolutely.
You know what? If they get this, they haven't lost. Okay, they may.
If they get the twist, that is a mental victory. If they win
Yeah.
with the cinnamon twist,
Yeah.
they've honestly, they've won all of our hearts.
Yeah. Nan
HR
have
might
got
have
their
15 rounds, but
Nan have
Nan
got their
has.
running shoes on and on their 4th lap around B apartments.
I mean, HR's terrified. They don't want that cinnamony flavor.
Yeah, I mean they can hear all of this. Okay, looks like they're now gonna go for this B pop here, but I think
Yeah.
HR are pretty well set up for this. They have a flank through Palace, so they know exactly what's going on.
Clutch
Two
is in
players
pole
set up towards
position
get
to
right,
at
and
least get
rotate
one.
comes in through market.
All right.
Troy finding carry, but Jordan and Greg finding clutch
Right,
and
but Peeves is still back pillar, and we'll see if he can get it.
He's
If he can
fighting
get
for
this
their
last kill, that's gonna be tough round for Nan to win.
they can't collect on Peeb.
Okay, just run away. Run to the next site. Run to the other side.
Toxic in the clutch, going for the knife.
No, dang it.
No. And it is not in the cards for Nan, unfortunately. They are not the card team, so
Hey, hats off. Respect to Nan for busting out the cinnamon twist in grand finals of Prospect.
It
Well,
does
okay, look,
better than
it's
that.
not just like they did it for no reason. They're like, this map's cooked.
Absolutely,
This is-
and I mean, you lose
It's a
11
great way to
rounds like
save
that on your
morale.
first half. You got to build that team morale back up, just like Counter Strike's saying.
yeah, I agree. I actually like that call from Nan. Just trying to get some morale going. Say, you know what? At the end of the day, this is just a game, and we're here to have fun. So
We will see Nan leaning towards an A hit here. All 5 players grouped up in Palace and Ramp.
yeah, looks like they are going for a Palace pop, and HR have full mid control, so they're gonna have fast rotates over, and they got smoked off Palace, which should delay this hit.
Yeah, but we do see the rotate coming
57.
in.
How many can he get?
HR is
Just
just
one.
gonna shut this down. Jess on 1 HP. They're just gonna play this smart, play the post plant, wait for Nan's utility to fade, and I think they're gonna close this out 13-1.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they don't. Big need coming into Firebox here, chipping out half of Doxic's health.
Once again, yeah,
Eric
Nan are just
got
gonna
out
get
of
shut
scaffold.
down. Another jumping kill, and yeah, that's
I thought
HR's
he had
map
that.
here, ladies and gentlemen.
That is a wrap
Yep.
on HR's map pick, taking it 13-1. Pretty convincing W, but we're going to be moving on to Anubis, which is Nan's map pick, and
Yeah.
certainly we're expecting more than.
It's a
one
convincing
round of
win
that.
from HR, but at the same point, I'm not counting Nan out yet. Nan's, or at least Jess, has gone through worst adversity. Season 13, we lost 13-0 on Vertigo, and we came back to win in the grand final, or the final map. So Nan's not out of it. They're going into their map pick of Anubis here, and I
Yeah.
think they have a pretty good chance of making something happen.
Yeah, it's that kind of map where you get beat so bad that it's not even like, oh man, if we just did one more thing, we would have won it. Like, no, we just got blown out. There's nothing we could do. On Anubis, we've actually played this map before. We know how to play it. We've beaten people on it. We could do this. So
Yeah,
I think they'll be able to reset.
Yeah, I mean, do we know which side Nan are starting on Anubis? Because I think if they start CT side, that could be rough for their mental.
Yeah.
As we all know, CT side Anubis is super tough to work with.
I don't believe we do know, but I can't imagine that HR would give them T side to start out on Anubis. But you never know.
That's true. No.
I think we're going to go
Alright,
to a break real quick between maps, but we will be back with the rest of Prospect Grand Finals Season 16, NAN versus HR. Thank you, everyone who's tuning in. We will be back with the next map of Anubis.
And we are back to game 2, NAN versus HR. Bringing it to Anubis for game 2, NAN's map pick. NAN starting on CT, HR starting on T.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
And it's really going to be an uphill battle for NAN. They're starting out on the tough side of Anubis. We'll see if they're able to mentally reset from that 13-1 loss on map 1. Yeah, the first few rounds of Anubis will be very telling as how this finals is going to go for them.
It is all about the mental, indeed, Squaller. We need to see from NAN strong mental to bring it in. They're in one of the hardest positions they can be right now, starting on game 2 on the most T-sided map in the game, starting CT. We need them to keep it cool, take 4 or 5, and see if they can bring it home on T-side.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it perfectly. It's all about this pistol and conversion, in my opinion. You know, you get those 2 early rounds, then you still got 10 rounds to play around with to find another 2 or 3.
Yeah. The good thing about the silver lining, I guess, for CT side Anubis is every round that you get is a huge boost. It feels so good. Like, even getting just 1 round early, you're like, okay, like, first one's always the hardest. We can make this happen.
Yeah, I mean,
Having them
we
drop
see
one early is like...
we see the 3-man stack on B for NAN on this CT side, and HR about to pop out on A site with only 1 player there to defend. So, but
We got Jordan Watt coming in from Cam's quick, though, and looks like the rotates will be coming in from B side now.
NAN do have a kit as well, so this retake is possible.
So just finding 1. Doxic looking for a second. Good chip damage onto Peebs there. Greg catching out Peebs. 2 players on HR back into main. With a lurk pushing through Cams in mid, too.
Yeah, this lurk.
The good thing about this retake
here.
is going too fast for Rhymaster to actually have a impactful flank. Like, he's found out, but they already have the entire site. They've pushed him to A main.
And they are gonna... Oh, wow.
Oh my god, they
clutch
Wow.
Last second.
Nice, dude.
Oh my
Greg
god.
putting that kit to work on pistol round.
This is
Great
a-
round from NAN.
Holy smokes. It looked like all the kills just came in immediately for HR, but they were not fast enough to get him off that defuse.
I mean, NAN was just on their Secret Service shit protecting the president there.
I mean, they knew what they needed to do to win that round. They did it, so...
Amen.
Yeah.
We will see a buy coming in from both teams because we did see that bomb go down. HR leaning in towards a quick B.
But NAN are stacking B. They have 3 players here to defend this rush.
The B rush is a ballsy play. This can
and
get
it
shut
just
down
gets
so easily.
Absolutely shut down.
Greg doing God's work, but Troy picking up 2 through the smoke.
Yeah, huge effort from Troy, but they have
Troy
3
made
players alive now.
1v3.
Greg on half HP. We'll see if they can. We'll see if Troy can get anything done, but I think that's a second round for NAN.
Greg goes down.
I need 2 more.
No bomb for Troy.
Yeah, he's gonna try to flank back around B main. I think. See if he can pick up this bomb, but NAN have full control as long as they play intelligently and in spots where they can trade out. They should be fine here.
Yeah, I mean, Troy's still got 50 seconds to work with on the clock, and it looks like he will be pushing through mid. We'll see if the CTs have any idea if the temple's open or not.
Yeah, we just saw Jordan look towards CT, so it looks like they do have some idea that this could be happening, but yeah, we'll see if Troy can if this goes down to a 1v1, this could be really tight.
I think Jess is actively watching this.
Troy is on
No,
for
she
the
is
ace.
not.
Finds the 4th! Can he find the 5th to make it an ace to bring him to the second conversion or to win?
He has no idea where Jordan is, though.
Oh my god!
My god! Troy!
What a play from Troy!
Troy just putting this team on his back. Nan wanted to get back into the series with the pistol, and Troy just said no.
I'm at a loss for words. That was incredible gameplay from Troy.
Couldn't have played that better.
If NAN needed something to grab onto to say, guys, we could do this, we can still make this happen, that's not it. That's like the opposite.
Yeah.
That was the worst thing that could have happened.
HR with the timeout, see if they can just calm down after that massive Troy clutch. I know his heart must be beating 1,000 miles an hour.
Well, it's also just to rub it in the face of Nan. Like,
Yeah.
you just have to sit on that one and think about what you've done.
I mean, the CT economy is
Yeah.
devastated, but we will see
Yeah.
NAN forcing into this.
Yeah, not a good force though. They have armor on all their players, but
I was them. I would
Greg with the
save it.
solo FAMAS.
They might
Yeah.
need to save 2. Like I don't know why they're forcing her.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some quick aggro out of B main, but HR looks like they're ready for it.
They are.
Yeah,
really
HR
ready.
with the nade stack B. In our scrim against them, whenever they suspect that a team is on low eco, they always nade B main at the start. Looks like Nan's aware of that. We're able to dodge the nades, and this B main push is happening.
Yeah, it should secure them 1 rifle, but that gives up intel to HR. They know A site's open now.
Yeah, HR
thing
is
is
now
the-
just sprinting over to A.
The bomb is going to be a little bit late, so this gives Nan some time to figure this one out.
Yeah.
They can find Troy in mid.
I think Troy's in a great position to shut down this rotate. Rymaster looks like he's about to go down. Yep.
Yep.
So
I mean, that makes it more doable. You got 3 rifles on NAN. Everybody's
God.
got
Wow.
armor. 2 huge picks coming in from Greg, turning into a 1v4 post plant. Troy playing from Cam.
Troy, do it again. Do it again, Troy. There's one.
All right, Troy. Oh, good
And,
try,
Can't quite make
Troy.
wow.
Incredible force
What?
from Nan. That's what they needed to get back in this game. Because now, T's have terrible money. They can force buy into this by maybe pistols.
I mean, the eco this
Yeah.
map so far hung from the ceiling fan, just swinging all around.
Yeah. Looks like
I ate my
T's.
words completely. I said Nan should have saved. They said Counter Strike. You're wrong. Watch this drive, and they won that pretty convincingly.
Absolutely.
That's a great phrase. Watch this drive.
Greg has absolutely showed up. He was pretty absent on Mirage, but he is now 6-2. He has as many kills as the rest of his team combined. He is absolutely
gloves
dragging
are
his
off.
team through
The
this second
boots
map.
are on. Greg is dragging his team, kicking and screaming to 2-1 already, saying, "I'm not done. I'm turning on the Jets."
Yeah,
And, you know,
I
I
will
get
see
it.
a force coming out of HR, though. You know, this is still anybody's round.
Yeah.
And you know,
Yeah,
I
we have
get it.
not yet seen a full gun round out of these two teams.
You
It's been
can't
force
burn
after
premium
force.
jet fuel every round. Greg took the back seat on game 1, but he's ready to show the world what he's got.
I'm glad George Bush is still relevant at the stream.
Alright, looks
will
like
see.
we've got a slow default out from HR. They're looking to take some mid control, but
NAN
are set
answering
up
with a
pretty
passive
well with-
default of their own.
yeah. I think NAN are just gonna try to use their firepower advantage with these rifles against Mac 10s to shut this round down. I don't see HR getting back into this.
Good nade from Carey doing some.
That was a
nice
huge
chip
nade.
damage.
Yeah, look at HR. All their players on half HP. I think this round is over.
Yeah, Jess picking up Rye, Carey picking up Clutch.
Greg might get a pick with that nade. Never mind, he
Huge
goes down.
nades.
But now T's finding an opening through E-Box. B-side only has one CT on it.
Doxic on his own. He needs to get at least one here to secure the round. He will.
Gets 2.
Toxic on an island gets 2, making it much easier for Nan to retake.
Pets will get another bomb plant here, so I think next round T's will have eco to buy with the loss bonus.
Yeah, good flash. We'll see if he can find a rifle. No, he is just on a Mac 10 trying to salvage this round. And he will
Yeah.
not.
Valiant
Yeah.
effort.
Dang. I was going to say that
Carey, but Jess and Jordan just clean him right up.
Pet's other gamer tag is Troy. For the ace clutch.
Some Troyception in here.
Yeah. We'll
This
see
is great
Nan.
for Nan.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is huge.
absolutely.
They couldn't have had a better start, to be honest. Already 3 on CT. Absolutely massive ego boost. Absolutely massive morale boost. If I was Nan, I would be very happy right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with HR electing to save here. They could have made another weird buy come out, but they will go for the rifle round next.
Yeah, a little questionable from Greg not to have head armor against Tech 9s. We'll see if he is their E-Box player, but looks like Nan are headed over towards A.
HR looks like they're just going to be sending 5 through E-Box here, but audio
Oh!
catches on.
Oh
Lord.
my
And-
god.
Toxic and Greg with the nade stack of a lifetime, blowing up 3 Ts right outside of E-Box.
Obi!
Wow, HR is like an open book this map. NAN know exactly what's going on and
Yeah, I
are
mean-
playing accordingly.
That's a
It's the-
three-pointer, half-court shot.
Call Greg Steph Curry, but it's the tale of 2 maps here.
NAN reading them like a children's book, all pictures. They saw into the future and got that triple kill with the nade.
Jess catching out clutch. Pets cleaning Jess up.
I like this
All that
plant.
they still get a bomb.
Oh
plant.
my god, that molly too indicates NAN knows exactly where Pets is.
Pets looking to get one, but can't quite connect. Harry cleaning him up. Or Greg, sorry.
Yeah, huge round from NAN. Really important that they saved. That they got 4 guns is massive. Their economy is gonna have a massive boost now, and they'll take at least 2 or 3 rounds for HR to break their economy at this point.
Yeah, I think 2, just because CT is so fickle, but I am interested to see how HR plays on their first rifle round. We will see full belts of utility coming in for everyone but Peebs.
Yeah, keep in mind this is our first full gun round. So far, it has been 4 spy after 4 spy. So
Another 3 stack towards the B bomb site here.
and HR again looking for some slow mid control, but NAN not giving them anything, playing a bit more passive, which I am a fan of.
Might see a little bit of a fight through house here.
That was a nice
He's
flash.
giving
That
up
actually
the angle.
saved NAN from losing that opening pick. That was nice.
Absolutely, but
I mean, Nane's definitely showed a lot more coordination here on map 2.
yeah, I mean HR just sent 3 players towards mid and got absolutely nothing from it.
Well, they chipped down Peebs to 22 health, so
Doxic looking through the E-box smoke, so NAN have full map control. They know exactly where the T's are not. Although, oh, looks like the players have passed each other in the smoke.
like ships in the night.
Yeah.
That was some bad info, actually. So
Yeah.
Doxic spotting 3 out of B main here, so rotate should start coming in.
he sees the bomb, but he has to live.
Pets catches carry through Temple. Molly's out Greg. Or Doxic, excuse me.
Oh, Doxic.
Bomb will go
Doxic.
down. Huge.
Oh,
2v4 retake, but 2 players on HR are low. This is absolutely possible for NAN to salvage this round. But
Jess
they are
finds
calling the
Troy, but-
save.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is smart.
Yeah.
It's just the unfortunate thing about the economy in CS2 is like, normally it's prospect. You just want to fight, right? You just want to play the game and shoot people, but you have to be so concerned about being able to buy into the next round, being able to buy into the round after that, because losing one round could just reset you completely.
Right.
Absolutely.
I am impressed with this level of discipline here on knowing to cut your losses and to save. Even though it was a doable clutch, it was the smartest decision to save because CT Eco is not exactly conducive to these types of heroic plays.
And especially on Anubis of all maps, the CTs really need full belts of util to try to stop these rushes and just get the rotates to come in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, imagine if Greg didn't afford that nade that he used to kill 3 players on HR.
Holy smokes. That was a huge double nade out of Doxic and Greg.
Looks like we'll see another pass
Jess,
of
go get him.
default coming in.
Quick push
Peebs.
out of A, get Peebs, get the op. Wow.
And the discipline again, both players falling back.
Yeah. Rye just not in a position to trade. That frag goes completely unpunished. And yeah, HR once again just have almost no map control. Jordan surviving that mid fight, hanging on to their man advantage. Really smart play from him.
And honestly,
Great
I'm going to
job.
say that was kind of Peeb's fault for dying there. Because he was covered by Rye. Like, if Jess wanted to get that kill, she had to go a little bit further out. But Peebs gave her the fight.
Yeah, it looked like he was pivoting to check that A main push, but he was just kind of doing it half-heartedly and not actually expecting players to be there.
And I mean, T's are rushing into a stacked B bomb site now. 3 were on site. Now it's a 2v2 on site. 2 rotates coming in through CT and Temple.
Yeah, all four CTs here, and they're just gonna shut this down. We'll see if Troy can get anything done with the op, but no, he's just gonna save that into the next round.
Yeah, absolutely. No bomb plant here, so they need that op if they want to have any sort of buy next round.
I love so Doxic. He gets that kill from back plat. He gets mollied off, but when it's just the op, like you just don't give him anything. You can play like a bitch. You can just look into the wall and not give them anything to go off of because now
as soon as they get one, you just triple swing on him.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at NAN. They're very disciplined. They know they need their eco more than anything right now. 4 players just sitting on top of that bomb. No hunting for this op.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, HR kind of just looking flat, kind of like NAN did last map. I mean, Troy and Pets with 9 and 7 kills respectively, but I mean the rest of their team just has not been able to do anything. With 4 kills between the other 3 players, that's not looking good for them on this T side.
Yeah, I mean the roles have just been clearly reversed from map 1 to 2 here.
Absolute Uno reverse card of a game so far. CT side 5 rounds on the most T-sided map in the game is a clear statement that NAN is not done.
Yeah,
I mean, absolutely. And Mirage is a much more even-sided map. On Anubis here, it's extremely impressive for NAN to be picking up 2 rifle rounds along with the pistol, one of the conversions, and a couple of ecos.
And I am surprised not to see HR buying up around these rifles. They are going to save around $2,000 per player to have a full buy in the next round, but I think if they want to get back into this, they should have force bought this round, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Play around that off, especially on a map like Anubis, where you can find those long fights through like E-box, A main, or mid.
Yeah.
And Peeps will find Greg through E-box.
Huge pick on a Greg. Will get naded down to half HP.
Another thing about Anubis is that T's on Tech 9s, you can really get those fights in close range, and it's not that difficult. Like, running into E-box, you have just like one smoke on site, you can definitely get those close range engagements. Running in through mid.
Absolutely, especially with these long rotates, too.
Yeah, so bomb is outside E-box. So we're looking for HR to fake this mid control and then probably drop down to water. Peeves gets a pick onto the E-box player, and it is an open B site for HR. We'll see if... Who is that? We'll see if Doxic can get anything done. No, that's Jordan, sorry. We'll see if he... Oh, wow.
He picks up 1. Picks up 2. Goes
oh
down
my god.
E-box, but no health left on the T side here. Pets and Peeves at 10 HP.
Yeah, holy smokes. Peeps staying alive. No, he is going to go down. And now it's just Pets with 8 HP.
Jess in a 1v1. Knows he's CT.
Jess just sees 1 body shot, and she's going to pick up the round.
That's why we love Jess.
Yeah, those are the clutch
in those situations.
Those are the clutch plays we need to be seeing from NAN's players other than Greg. You know, everybody's got to chip in and do their work. We'll pick up those 1vx's.
Absolutely. I think we saw NAN down a man in a 4v5 with Greg going down first, and the rest of the players were able to pick up the slack that round, which is a huge for them this game.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan and Jess have just been going absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that was a massive double from Jordan that round. That was I saw him getting 1 maximum, but he managed to get 2 and chip damage on the 3rd. That was huge from him.
T's will have a full buy this round, a little bit light in the loafers on the util, but...
They do have full E-box control, and that is a very lurky smoke by Doxic, so we'll see if Peeps can punish anything here. But he will not lurk out through that. With a lack of B-main pressure, there isn't a ton he can do with that.
Yeah, I mean, Rye already...
knows that...
Rye with a...
There's a cake player.
Rye able to connect on Jess, jumps, goes down to Doxic.
We'll see if that pulls. That does not pull. Rotates over. They know Rise their lurk. They know it's going to be the B site.
Yeah, but HR knows they pulled a player out of mid, and they're trying to take some space in top mid here, working their way with bomb up to house.
Yeah, massive gap in mid. We'll see if they go for the temple flank. That could be lethal. That could absolutely win them this round. NAN has no idea this is happening.
This is a round that HR is expertly capitalizing on, knowing that space has been taken.
And yeah, that Temple player not looking completely unawares. Yeah, and HR is just going to crunch onto this bomb site. Absolutely
textbook round.
domination. Absolutely.
Yep. And I got to imagine we'll see a save coming out of carry here, maybe lurking around trying to find a couple of picks on the exits, but
Yeah,
really great crunch.
NAN really needs this rifle. Carry, if they save this, they don't have a loss bonus, so they might have a hero rifle next round, but HR might be back in this game.
Get out while the going is hot. They need this rifle.
And she will exit. You know, NAN's been showing a great CT half here, but that was a really good bit of coordination coming in from HR crunching through mid there. Huge wrap on the B site.
Absolutely. Yeah. Rye with a massively impactful lurk. He created a gap, and HR knew exactly how to exploit it.
There's somebody in chat said that it's only T-sided when the T's know the util.
That's any map.
Well, yeah, but
if you don't know the util, sides don't matter.
It's that and the executes. Otherwise, you're just playing a pug.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That the thing about this map is you need to condition the CTs to be scared that at any point you could just hit A and win the round off it. And I don't think the wildcards have really proven that. And NAN isn't playing like that could just happen at any moment. So
yeah,
they've gotten a couple bombs down on A, but if anything, Jess and Carrie have been just been shutting down that A hit.
Keeps a huge kill on the Greg.
On CT
we'll see if Doxic can. We'll see if he survives here, but they're looking to crunch onto the B site once again. Doxic will go down. HR open bomb site. We have 2 players rotating through Temple, but they are too late to stop this bomb plan. Jordan
Clutch
going down.
With a good pick through the smoke. Troy picking up carry.
HR is back. They are back to their map 1 form with now their 3rd round in a row.
I mean, Jess is just going to have to save this rifle over going into round 11.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm excited to see the second half of this map. I did play a scrim against HR on Sunday night, and their CT half did have some issues that we were able to exploit. So we'll see how they fare against NAN's T side, but we still got another couple rounds here to see what NAN can get done. Jess gets an exit frag, and we'll see if she can hold on to this rifle. Looks like she will, as the T's are saving in T-spawn.
I mean, if I'm on NAN and I've played a good bit of Anubis throughout the season, I'd say I'm already very happy with this half, picking up 6 rounds on CT.
Absolutely. If they can pick up even just 1 more round, I think that's a really good look for them on the CT side.
Yeah, and I think we will see a full save coming in from NAN here, even though they're not going to have eco for a full buy next. We'll just save for that last round.
Yeah, I was about to say that saving that gun kind of baits them into forcing around it, but you really just need that last round.
Yeah, looks like they're just going to send 1 player towards A, and then they're going to have a 3 stack on B. Looks like they're going for a B main push here. We'll see if Clutch can get out alive and just get the info so that HR can pivot towards the A site. Really smart rotations and macro decision. Great calling from Trojan so far in this T half. And this should be a signal that HR should immediately just run towards A, and that's what we're going to see.
Absolutely. Same side of or other side of the same coin though. NAN gets that intel. Nobody's outside of B main except for 1 player, so their rotates should be coming in as well.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of post plant HR can get set up. Jess gets 1. Can't get.
How did she survive there? How did she get out?
With
she did good shit.
Yeah, that was huge from Jess.
Bomb's been denied too. She picks up a second one. Now it's a 1v3.
What was that? Jess!
Rock can't close it out. NAN wins the eco.
Oh my god.
They were asleep at the wheel, HR, right there. Like, if they see Jess in heaven, they're like, there's no way. He's not going to get another one. And they just let her leave. Like, what happened?
Jess and Doxic said, give me that round. I want it.
Yeah. The rotates from NAN just too fast. HR were planting wide out in the open. We're not aware that players could be cams. Yeah, just a massive fumble from HR. They were in a great position to win that round, and they just made a few costly mistakes.
I think part of the reason that Jess gets out there is that the HR players and cams are hearing like 3 players run at them right behind them, and they're just trying to not get run over by that.
Yeah.
Jess's kill really opened up that round too. Got one and then good chip damage on the Peebs, but
Yeah.
we'll
I
see another
haven't
standard default.
I haven't loved the beginning of HR's defaults. They're sending 3 players towards mid. They will get that mid control now, but I haven't seen them in rounds past doing that. But we'll see how NAN react off of this. So they once again have 3 players over towards B. Looks like HR is setting up for an A split here after that pick.
Yeah, Troy picking up Jordan, but Greg picking up Clutch through E-Box. And HR's just not really going to do anything with that mid control.
Yeah, NAN, I've liked this in the past, but NAN looks like they have a better read now. They have still 3 players over towards that B site, and looks like they're reading HR this round. And
yeah, Jess in a bit of an aggro position here in A main.
Yeah,
we'll see if she can
spotted her out.
Oh, she needs at least one here.
Seems like she's got a pretty decent timing to get one if she just plays it patient.
Rye looks like he's calling for the flash in. No,
he's gonna walk it. He's gonna walk it.
Wow.
Gets one
by the skin of her teeth.
And sees bomb.
Yeah, Peebs cleans her up though, but now bomb is isolated on A site. CT rotates are going to take a long time to come in. Pet's in a good position to stop the mid rotate.
Yeah, it will be an A main and a heaven retake for NAN here. We'll see what they can get done. 3v3, all players full HP, but very little utility for this retake.
Yeah, they smoke off cams even though they have mid control completely. Oh, it's for this lurk. Oh no, Pets. Don't do it.
Pet's in a huge spot here. Yeah, we'll get one. Greg backside with the op. 1v2 for Pets. Not planted for him. Yeah, he is not in a position to get this kill.
Oh my god!
And NAN just steals another defuse! Greg, that's his second
beautiful
time he's just
bookends, first and last rounds, beautiful defuses.
I mean, Greg is like a moth to a flame. He just sees a bomb and gets on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well played from NAN. 8-4 half on Anubis. I see this going to map 3 for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. After that showing on CT side Anubis, I think, HR
we were here saying it'd be incredible if they got 3 to 4 on CT. They said, "Hold my beer. We're taking 8."
Yeah,
absolutely huge from NAN. Yeah. Jess and Greg both massively showing up with 12 kills on that half. That is huge. That for NAN, the win condition has always been like Greg usually shows up, but if you get one more player popping off with him, it's really tough for teams to stop that firepower.
Absolutely. Looks like NAN will be setting up for a little bit of a B hit here. One player showing some presence over towards A. Baits in 2 rotates out of mid.
Carry going down to 1 HP, but looks like it's NAN's bomb site.
Yep.
Safe
Clutch
plant.
is just going to be isolated out here. See if he can pick up one, but he just wants to stay alive right now.
Yeah, he will not be able to hold on to E-Box, and it will be a tempo retake for HR. See what they can get done here, but
Troy with 1 HP to work with. Pets still on the Raptors CT.
Yeah, 1v4 for Pets and no kit. This is NAN's pistol, and this is NAN's map to lose.
Brings it 9-4. That is a tough pill to swallow if you are HR.
NAN set up a really nice fake there. They bought a lot of util, dumped it all on the A site, and just had 4 players sitting outside of B main, and HR bit hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So already, that play is taking advantage of the fact that HR knows how potent A-takes can be. And basically they're saying, look, if we don't hard rotate right now, there's no way we win this round. And then it's just says yoink, LMAO, go to the other one.
Yeah.
And we will see a gamble stack coming out of HR here on the B site.
NAN sending 4 players mid, 5 players mid.
That intel should be coming through Rhymaster.
Should hear all of this, yep. And they will go to the correct bomb site once again. Love the calling from HR, even though... Oh, sorry, that is NAN. My bad, I'm a bit behind. Yeah, great call from NAN.
Well, they hear... So, Rhymaster hears lots of running towards mid.
Yeah, that rotate was just lethargic.
Yeah, like he hears that they don't drop, like they're past him already.
Absolutely.
But feet are planted.
Jordan should have heard this
hold on.
player. Oh my god. Doxic gets caught in the open. They do know there is one player A main. Yeah, and they will shut down this retake.
Okay.
I mean,
saw
Greg just mopping up there.
I saw that one
player
player got
scary at first, but
yeah, one player got through A main without being spotted. I was like, uh-oh.
well,
That
yeah, I'm pretty sure he was heard though by the player Rugs. So HR Nan well aware of that and able to hold on to that retake.
Yeah, so we will be seeing a full buy coming out of HR here, a little bit light on the util, but NAN is going to elect a bonus into this round. 4 max 10s coming in.
Looking at the B rush coming in from NAN. HR only has 2 players on site to hold this. They have 2 players on A. Not the right call. Oh, wow. Peeves and Clutch, 2 massive kills.
Greg trades out, but takes down Peeves and E-Box. Bomb will go down.
Clutch down to half HP. Yeah, this will be a tough retake.
Yeah, I mean this is almost do or die for HR.
Huge kill on Jordan.
Harry with a big pick onto Troy, turning it into a 3v3.
She will get traded, and now it is all up to Greg. And he cannot get it done. Huge round from HR. They are back at. They can maybe get back in this map now. I'm anticipating the forced buyout from NAN, as they should have good money going into this next round.
Yeah, they didn't care about it dying. Like, they got the bomb plan, so...
Yeah. It's a bonus round for them, 4 max 10s. You're not sweating that one too hard.
That's true. But good, still a good retake from HR. Good to see.
Absolutely.
They're not out of this map yet.
HR's eco is still looking pretty damaged here. We will see 4 rifles. Never mind, 5 full belts of utility.
Yeah. All right, into our first gun round of this half. And yeah, NAN just going for a slow default. 2 players towards mid, 1 towards A, 1 towards B. Nothing yet. Yeah, slow start to this round.
Yeah, a little bit of a passive default from both teams. Nerves starting to set in.
The CTs put a smoke on A main, but that's like a lurk smoke for the Ts, basically. They have A main control. He even mollied it out for them.
Yeah, I don't like that smoke, but Peebs getting some info on just T stairs, but yeah, so far slow round from both these teams.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of how quickly HR is burning through their belts. I mean, they're already down to no smokes.
Yeah, Peebs with a massive overcommitment there. There's no need to take that fight and die.
Yeah, that position is basically just about stalling as long as humanly possible. Like,
yeah, more or less. We'll see what
NAN
do with that.
Leaning towards an A hit here. Bombs and T stairs. 2 T's through mid into cams. And they pick up Troy. A site is busted open. 1 player left in heaven.
Greg going down, though. Rye Master managed to find Greg. Oh, okay.
They don't know he's there.
Wow.
That gives the CTs time to rotate in.
Huge double from Rye.
but T's have full mid control.
Oh my god, carry
now
on
they lost
HP.
it.
Yeah, this is HR's round.
Yeah.
Bit of a blunder from NAN there.
Absolutely. Bomb will go down.
And Rye picking up 2 with the spray transfer.
Rye with the massive 4K this round. Massive round from him. Picking up Greg on as the first one, and really just NAN, never giving NAN a chance to get into a good post plant setup there.
Absolutely. I mean, I thought the T saw him coming through cams, but he just played a really good lurky A site there, and they had no idea.
Yeah.
So, okay, they spot him, and then they don't calm to the rest of the team, like, he could peek half wall. He's in heaven, but he could just peek you, and so they run into the site.
Yeah.
Nades out, I think.
Rye started that round with 3 kills, end of the 7, so more than doubled his kills that round. He's looking to get back into this game and start giving his teammates some support. 6-10 now.
Out B here. Smoke's coming down. NAN onto site. And they're just trying to overwhelm
Peebs, you gotta get 2.
Peebs, I can only get the 1.
Bomb will go down.
It does a generous amount of damage on Grigorovich.
He does have the rifle. We'll see if he drops that over anybody else with more HP.
Clutch waiting for his teammates to rotate in. Jordan can't find the connection onto Troy.
Solid retake here from HR.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Greg picking
they
up
will-
a quick 2, but round will go to wildcards.
Well, only 2 rifles surviving, so that does do some damage to their economy.
Yeah, good bit of damage, but CT economy's looking pretty healthy here.
Yeah, they can actually.
Yeah.
They could buy it
yeah,
off
yeah.
if they wanted.
Yeah, they're in a good spot. They're gonna need to lose 2 rounds in a row, but looks like another gun round coming out here. We'll see what NAN can do. I think this can be a real turning point if HR can pick this up.
Yeah,
All right, Nan.
absolutely.
A execute. Let's see it.
See what you got.
I don't think we've seen an AWP from NAN on their T-half yet either, which is a little bit surprising.
Yeah,
Greg is saving the sauce for Dust 2.
Well, yeah,
He's
these
looking
rounds
for an
have
early pick.
not looked great from NAN, honestly. He will miss that shot. Smokes out that molly. Peebs with a massive solo mid hold so far, doing a great job just to delay this this mid take from NAN. But he will. Looks like he will give it up. Will be forced to give it up. And honestly, I haven't loved the looks of NAN's T side this half. They've just been on their gun rounds. They haven't really gone for any rushes. They've kind of played it like slow and defaulty, and that just hasn't worked out for them so far. I'd like to see a bit more calls out
Early
of spawn.
aggression, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we saw that pistol in conversion where they just grouped up and hit a site, and it worked out great for them.
Yeah, I think they're just cooking too hard on this T half. You need to keep it simple and just go win some gunfights, you know?
It looks like NAN kind of wants to lean towards A here. They're smoking out Temple, trying to force Peebs off the angle.
That flash was awesome. That was actually a really cool flash.
Yeah.
Heads panic jumping here. 2 players
See
from
there.
T coming through cams.
Pets, you're done.
Pets
But they don't
can't
know about
find-
this A main guy. He's gonna get flanked though.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
A site.
Sure
crack
enough. Yeah. Sure enough, gets shot in the back, and I eat my words here. Is NAN with a phenomenal, great flick from Peebs, but NAN with a good T side. We'll see if HR try to save this or go for the retake.
No, Trojan, don't.
Troy, don't. You got
All
so
in-
much to live for, brother.
I mean, this
All them
Good.
Stewie 2K.
retake massively hinges on Troy. Yeah,
But
Jess
just
is
too
watching
aware.
it. Great awareness, and
I don't think they
looking
even
for-
know about the fishtail player.
Yeah, HR will save this. Very smart.
Yeah.
Holding on their economy. Yeah, we'll give NAN 11 rounds, but we'll we'll see if they can get to 12.
They
next
have to
round.
save with that AWP and the AK. It's just, it would be
Yeah.
foolish for them to try to retake that and be heroic.
Absolutely. Even with these 2 rifles, I mean, the HR's eco is still going to be stretched pretty thin here. We will see a buy coming out from them, or at least I would assume so.
Yeah, they absolutely have to win this round. If they don't, their economy is broken and they are on match point.
I just want to remind everyone that this is an unbiased stream. NA Nates. NA
Hey,
Nates.
And it's
I was going to say unbiased. What are you drinking?
this stream is sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon.
This stream is
drinking man
sponsored by
juice.
Captain Scotland, bro.
Yeah, shout out Captain Scotland.
Not sure that the toast would love to hear that. I
Did
might
you
have
say
to
shit
distance
out
myself
or
from
shout
this.
out?
Shout out.
out.
I love all the toasts equally.
I'm saving shit out for later. That's pretty funny.
Someone clip that.
Nobody clicked that. Hey, hey.
NAN showing a little bit of a different look here, trying to take some space outside of E-Box.
Yeah, gonna be massive up to clutch here to hold on to this E-box space. Doxic looking like he wants to look through that smoke though.
Yeah,
Just
Toxic on his
don't do
Stewie
it.
2K shit.
Clutch in a great spot. See if he can
Yeah.
pick up a second. Yeah, look at this. Oh, huge hold from clutch.
Absolutely.
No.
Massive as
Jordan.
well from Peebs. Or Troy rather. Sorry, I
Rotate's
thought it was a
coming in
little
from
delayed.
E-Box. Yeah, and
Oh,
the
wow.
round's just
Or
cleaned
this
up by
gets
HR.
good, but it is not enough.
Yeah.
Valiant effort, but that round honestly might have brought HR back from the depths. They really did need that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And saving the op. That being said, their economy is still pretty thin, so they are still the scoreline might read 8-11, but they are, in my opinion, only one round away from losing this map. They absolutely need this one. Need to keep their economy strong.
It is do or die.
Absolutely.
That last round was a beautiful building block to saving the economy, but they still need some help.
Okay, this is the classic. This is the A hit. Fast.
They're finally doing it, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Rhymaster, what you got?
Grigorvich leading the spear.
What can you
They're
find?
caught up on him.
Oh,
Do they know?
They're gonna
body
pass
block.
him like ships in the night.
Greg does find
Huge
Rye.
hold
Greg
from
gets
Troy.
his.
Come on, Rye, what you got? No, nothing. All right, Troy, let's
Greg
see if
goes
you can
down.
stay alive long enough for your teammates to get here to help.
Yeah, absolutely
Wow.
good.
Troy picking up a
This
triple.
is
and Peeves
getting
closing it out.
competitive, folks. 9-11. Eco relatively saved here for HR.
Yeah, I mean, Nan's got to start to sweat a little bit right here.
Yeah, huge round out of Troy. Massive 3K there on the A side.
We need
yeah,
Carey
man
and
with the
Jordan
timeout.
to finish this map out.
Yeah, for sure. Jordan went kind of quiet. He started out strong, but yeah, Greg on 24 kills. He is absolutely the reason that NAN are still in this map.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, huge performance out of him.
That being said, we're seeing a lot of HR starting to wake up. Troy had a great first half, but Clutch and Pets just coming alive in the CT half of Anubis here.
I mean, that last round does not happen if Troy doesn't get those first 2 kills. Like, if
Oh,
he goes down with
absolutely.
nothing, like, anything could have happened there.
Yeah, I know we said this might go to map 3, but I mean, HR
Anything can
having a
happen.
great CT half so far.
If HR keeps up this pace, at the very least, we're probably going to see an overtime on map 2.
Yeah. We'll see what NAN can get done. Doxa getting caught with nades out. He went on a 2 HP.
2 HP?
And he does manage to get away from that nade.
Rymaster's probably thinking, how is he
he's there.
alive? How did I kill him?
Yeah, we do see Peebs looking for a fight through E-Box, too. I'm wondering if he's going to catch someone out in Canals, and he does catches Greg.
Wow. Huge pick from Peebs. Doxic on 1 HP. Once again, massive man advantage situation for HR on the CT side.
And they're without their top frag. So this one's queued up for HR.
Yeah, I mean,
they might
NAN-
actually tie this up after this.
Yeah, NAN not really looking like they know what they want to do. Still kind of moseying around the map. Looks like they are going to be grouping up here for a B hit.
At this point, though, it's got to be a little bit telegraphed. They got 2 players pushing out of A main. Comms are going to come in. Yeah, mid's open. CT's rotating into
miss.
B height.
Peeps with 2 misses. Wow.
Yes, catches him out, but Trojan picks up Doxic with a nade.
Wow.
And the Clutch takes down Jordan.
So, 2v3 retake. Oh,
They gotta
just
worry about
gives
this
it away.
E-Box.
And yeah, Carey can't get it done.
Bomb plant will
Wow.
be big for the T's there, but I still don't think they're going to have the eco for a buy here.
Yeah, I mean, and HR with 3 players alive are still going to be able to have a full buy in this next round. Absolutely, they have a really strong economy at the moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they needed to get at least one more kill there to kind of put the wild cards with their backs against the wall. Like, they need more pressure on them for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see if NAN looking like they're just going to save here. And they're going to play for 11-11. HR still have a chance to win out this series 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, heroic
Wow.
comeback on this map so far from HR.
For real.
Absolutely. Only 4 T rounds and managed to claw it back to 11-11. That's massive mental resilience from HR.
Keeps
That-
connect on the mid.
Okay,
Rye
Rymaster
picks
saves it.
Rymaster with 2.
Picks
and
up
they're
a
going to
third.
shut down this mid split.
Oh my goodness.
Troy, yeah.
Wow.
And we are taking
Rymaster
it
and
to
Troy have just
11.
looked absolutely unstoppable on A. They've shut down every attempt that NAN has made to come onto their bomb site. They said
This
this
is
is
an
our territory.
Absolute nail biter of a game 2. As a
Yeah, holy
viewer and a
smokes.
caster, I couldn't ask for a better second game, but I would be stressed if I was a player, let me tell you.
I mean, yeah,
Absolutely.
NAN is... Dude, my heart beats so fast if I'm NAN. If I'm HR, I'm like, LMAO boys.
Yeah,
We got this, man.
HR with like
If you're
how many
HR,
rounds
you're
was that in a
fighting good
row?
fight.
Like 4 or 5 rounds in a row now, and NAN are on the playing for their playoff life here. As
Good
if
chip
they lose
damage
this
on the
map, that
Thieves.
is the game.
Another defaulty round coming out from both teams.
Yeah, I really just want to see NAN just hit a bomb site really hard and fast. So far, like, HR has been able to read exactly what they're doing on their defaults. They've just
They've hit
that's
bomb
really
sites,
cool.
but only with Tech 9s.
X, yeah.
Especially to where it's like if Greg is damn near at 30 kills, they really do just need to trust the guns and go out. I'm with you on that 110%. They're a little bit too defaulty. They're a little bit too reactive in what they're doing with these defaults. They need to just be proactive and put the ball in their court, put destiny in their own hands, and just rush a site.
I mean, Rhinemaster catches out Doxic, and they see another player A main. A couple of rotates coming in, but you know
they are Rye with the most, maybe a most real scroll jump, but. All right, 2v3 retake. This is really for the win on this map.
This is a do or die round.
Eves is gonna catch out Carry, putting Jess into a 1v3.
Yeah. All right, Carry, what you got? Or Jess, what you got?
It ain't over.
She will get flashed and naded. They're gonna tap the bomb, not sticking it yet.
He finds the second.
God. Versus the
She
op
knows
as well.
the third's not on the bomb. She tries to molly it out.
Carry with a massive clutch.
Oh
my god!
Yes! 4K to secure 12 rounds.
How much did they get away? It got my biceps right.
Holy.
That's why Jess has a trophy. That's why she's won.
Absolute goat.
How much for weight of my team? It got my triceps right. That's what Jess is saying. Keeping her team in it. My god.
Wow, so we have full buy versus full buy. This is for all the marbles. If NAN can close this out, we are going to map 3.
Yeah, I mean, NAN has to be playing for a closeout here. You know, they definitely don't want to take it to overtime with HRCT half so far.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they're going to be willing to just send it, though.
I mean, they did take a timeout. I got to imagine that's to calm the team down, but you know.
Toxic has the op. That's telling me that they want to default this out.
Yeah. Given Greg a bit more mobility to work with.
Thank you. Thank you.
Production is just as stun locked as the cast.
Yeah, for
holy
real.
Smokes. Hey Gabe, press control.
Get back in there, bro. Come
there
on.
we go.
Okay, alright.
But yeah, I think NAN should just go for a B hit here.
Wow, man.
HR has played two players towards A. That really does weaken the B site because it forces Peeps to stay mid and kind of delays any rotates to B.
Yeah, I mean, we will see another default coming out of NAN.
Yeah.
You know, just put the team on her back that last round, but I'm not sure if we can depend on that for another round here.
We've seen op duel, Doxic.
Oh my!
Huge opening pick.
Peeps is so confident there. It's like match point, and he's just camped out in E-box looking for that fight on stairs.
He was posted in the angle, but old man Doxic still showing he's got the reflexes.
Yeah, Clutch a little bit of aware of an E-box push here.
Old dog, new tricks.
Yeah, his grandkids have been teaching him that, I think.
Wow, we'll see if Troy goes for this drop, but looks like Greg or Doxic is watching this.
And HR has the intel. Troy dropping down, picking up Doxic.
Why get the up?
Troy goes down.
Just trading him out.
Clutch goes down as well.
Wow. 2v3 retake, but Greg is on 1 HP. This is still salvageable from HR. Playing for overtime.
Okay,
Troy, you're going to be kicking yourself after that. Like, why don't I pick up the up?
I picks up carry. Health advantage favoring HR.
Both players in E-box. See if they can get this info. With jumping peek from Pets. They still don't know about Jess. We'll see if Jess can come with another massive clutch.
1vx.
Ships in the night?
Oh my god.
Ships in the night? Indeed.
Oh my, and Rye has no idea. He does not have time for this.
He doesn't know either, though.
And we'll close it out. We will go to map 3.
Oh my god.
Go down, but we are going.
No way.
Oh my god!
Oh lord.
No way. Wow.
Oh my god, Rhinemaster with the clutch of a lifetime, keeping this map alive for HR.
Wow, I totally got ahead of myself there.
I thought Jess heard him.
She heard him, but...
Wow, she was just not looking at the right spot. That's crazy.
Yeah.
She's got Eye of the Tiger blasting in her
For real.
Yeah, I mean,
Sounds
you
right.
gotta imagine blood's pumping after that 4K from last round.
Oh
but
my! I'm not even playing it. My
Heartbreaking
heart's
from NAN.
pounding. That's crazy. Holy smokes! That was their round to lose.
Yeah.
We'll go to overtime.
We are going to overtime 12-12, map 2. NAN fighting for the chance to bring it to map 3.
Yeah. I mean, Jess and Greg just flexing their muscles and a much more even scoreline coming over from HR.
Wow, what an exciting game, guys! We really could not ask for anything better.
Yeah.
Wow,
This has been an
I am
absolute treat
speechless.
to observe.
Huge pick by Carry on Troy. Opening kill for Nan. We'll see what they do off of this with HR with a failed A main push. Bomb will be going T stairs. Oh, Peebs, what do you got? Oh, he's got him. Peebs with a huge pick back on a Jess. We are back in a 4v4.
This A main fight is so important right now.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think Dax is
HR
actually
do
going to
have-
commit to doing this.
Do once again have 2 players over towards A, so that does leave B somewhat weak.
Cams?
This mid fight. Jordan, don't get caught looking the other way.
They were kind of
Back
distracted by
off.
A main.
Yeah.
No movement from the B
B
side
main
players.
duel. Oh, he's gonna catch him his back turn on B. Huge kill from Greg.
Big pick from
Does
Greg.
Greg know about the
he just
second?
rotated off.
Does he know about the second?
Oh,
they
they
will
trade
commit
out.
into A. Oh, huge.
That's bomb spotted, but we got a Cams player ready to catch the Heaven player out.
2v2.
Pet's a little bit
Pets
too
is
aware.
Gordon, you got to get
ready
this.
for this with the shadow advantage. Looks like bomb will go down, and we have a 2v2 retake on A.
Yeah, this time health advantage
Wow.
favoring Nan.
And I'm looking for HR or Nan to just double up in A main and play the post plan here. No, Carrie will stay on site. I don't love that because it is kind of tough to trade from A main if she goes down. But clutch on 1 HP.
Harry with a big
Good
pitch
down.
on the clutch. Pet's trading her out.
Trade.
And
Jordan
Pets
playing
knows,
from
knows exactly where Jordan is. Not a good flash. Oh, Jordan down to half
Jordan's got to
HP.
back out
Get
here.
out there, Jordan.
Pets has to get
Run.
this kill right now.
Oh, no.
Huge
That
nade.
nade might do it.
Oh! And he cannot
But
stick. Wow.
That will be the round for Nan.
The round.
Huge effort from Pets. Really good try.
Herculean effort, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean-
unfortunately, not enough.
I gotta say, props to Nan bringing that back from the man disadvantage. Peeves with the early pick, but Nan just said we're not done.
Yeah, Greg with a massively impactful lurkout B. Pulling the rotates over and pulling the rotates right into the waiting crosshairs of Nan. That was huge.
That would have been insane if Pets
Yeah.
threw that nade. Dude, the
that
fadeaway
nade.
doesn't even look, just diffuses the bomb.
Yeah, I mean, I think that left the player on
That would have fed families for sure.
like 8 HP.
We'll see an early B peak coming out from
Clutch
HR.
and Trojan already half HP. Peeves dead.
Oh, so failed B push here, but we'll see if they're holding on to this B main space. But
And Nan wants to lurk through E-box here.
yeah, I like this from Nan. They know there's no one watching E-box with two players out watching B main. We'll see what Greg can get done, but this leaves E-box completely open for the rest of his team to walk through onto that B site. He does not know about that player on the left. That's
A little bit aware. He saw the push, picks up one, looking for a second. Good chip damage, but can't quite connect.
Huge for
Troy
Greg.
forced out of the site.
Honestly, I like this from Troy. Like, he doesn't commit to trying to kill
Troy
them.
is
He's just
very
like,
oh, he gets the molly.
Beautiful
down to
molly
9
towards
plants.
E-box, followed with a nade.
Molly
Nade
does
doesn't
miss,
connect.
but
if he doesn't get anything here, it doesn't even matter because he's putting so much pressure on them. He's denying the space.
giving his team a really good chance. This E-box fight is going to be really important. See what E-box gets
Little
one,
chip goes down. Pets.
gets traded.
Suddenly in a
2v2 here.
2v2.
Oh,
Toxic picking up
Dodger.
Pets. And Carry cleaning up Troy.
massive
Bringing
conversion
it.
from
Whew.
Nan. They needed that round.
Yeah, and Carry
go.
just went off with a 3K on the B site there.
Yeah, that was absolutely huge.
Carry
You gotta
burning
give props to
premium
Troy there, though. That
fuel
was
when it was mad.
that was a really good play.
Yeah, I like that play from Troy. It's just rest of his team could not pick it up, and we will see A flawless T-half so far here from NAN.
NAN looking to make it match point before they even get over to the CT side.
Yeah. HR with no op on Peebs. We'll see what he can get done with the FAMAS.
A little unfortunate
once
that
again.
it looks so easy for NAN right now, but they were struggling. Well, I guess it doesn't look that easy, but they're getting the rounds.
Two
Yeah,
HRs benefit. I mean, this is Nan's pick. Nan was dominant, and they are bringing it to overtime. You know, this is no easy feat.
especially with the deficit they built
Absolutely.
up on their T side. You know,
Right.
bringing it to an 8-4 half, favoring NAN, and then
Yeah,
NAN
Rye
just
with a
couldn't
huge
string the rounds
fight,
together.
This comeback is
Yeah, we're
nothing
looking-
short of crazy. Legendary, even.
Oh my god, yeah. Could not ask for more exciting finals. Looking like NAN is posturing over towards B, but they're falling off. We're gonna see where that bomb goes. I think we're gonna have an important mid fight here.
Fighting
We'll see
E-Box.
if Peebs can hold on to E-Box here. We're gonna mollied out.
I think Doxic
Wow,
is gonna.
Greg not capitalizing on that. He had full vision of Peebs leaving E-Box. And
Yeah, but Jordan picking up Rymaster.
Jess, you
huge
gotta
kill from
capitalize.
Clutch.
They don't know the
Come on.
pizza player.
Oh, they got him.
Yeah,
Huge from Peebs.
yeah.
See if you can get
And
out
he
alive.
escapes.
Stay alive.
Wow, Peebs.
Very well played from Peebs.
Couldn't have played that
Absolutely.
better.
Getting the man advantage and smartly playing his life.
Troy getting
Great
one.
flank from Troy,
getting
and
two.
Yeah, I mean,
looks like
great
we'll have a
showing from
13,
HR.
14 half.
That was all Peebs.
Yeah, huge play from Peebs.
I mean,
I
that
think-
definitely makes this much more doable for HR now.
It
It
does.
100% keeps them in it
Absolutely.
on the easier side T. But then again, maybe hopefully they had time to ruminate on what made Nan's CT so strong. Perhaps they can kind of counter-strat them here, but
Yeah,
only time
I
will
mean,
tell.
you know, sometimes that going into that overtime, you get a little bit too used to CT playing those 12 rounds on your CT half and then having to switch back into T, you know. It all depends if they can get their mojo here in this opening round of their TF.
Yeah, we'll see if
When
Greg
I play
is-
overtime, I spawn in. I start shooting my teammates. I'm confused. I don't know what side I'm on.
I accidentally Zeus my teammate and get a 7-day ban. I mean, like it's just a fucking wreck.
Hey, who hasn't been there?
All
I
right,
think
well-
Doxic is gonna tell the other people at the nursing home about this for
Yeah.
the next 5 years, man.
Yeah. All right, we'll see what Greg can get done on that op. I think he has slowed down a bit on that T side. So we'll see if he can
Yeah.
get warmed up again on this T side, on this CT side.
HR
rather.
immediately leaning towards A site here. 3 players grouped up in boats.
Yeah, but we do have 2 players in A main, Carrie and Jess. We'll see if they can hold on to this space and get us the match point here for NAN.
It was pretty interesting. At the very beginning of the round, HR did the nades like they thought Nan was gonna instantly rush out B main.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. They typically only do that on eco rounds, but I
Doubling
I
up
do
A
like
main
the
here.
switch up.
Rymaster leading the spear, getting one, getting traded out.
Yeah, but Jess has to back, or Carrie has to back out quick now. She doesn't want to give up another pick here.
deep smoke
Trying to
from
delay
Carrie.
him out with util. 2 players from HR ready to come in through cams.
Carrie
Carrie
getting
caught out in the
crunched.
middle of side. Can't find
Wow.
another.
Needed to get 2 there.
They're
Great
doing
calling
okay
from HR.
damage, but
Jordan picking up one
Nice
player
skill
through
from
heaven.
Jordan.
3v3 post plant now.
A main fight coming up here, really important, and Peebs will get it. And I think that's going to be HR's round. We're going 14-14, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to take a
Unless-
miracle.
Yeah, HR just in a great post-plant spots. Yeah, Greg getting caught out. And
A site is just one of those sites that's so hard to retake. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
Especially at the man disadvantage.
yeah. If you don't have players coming from E-Box to A main, that it's just so hard to take advantage fights in A main.
Funneling in from
It's just such a
camera is
strong
just
spot.
is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to just get space out of heaven or A main because, you know, you're always expecting at least 2 to stack into A main if they have the numbers for it.
Yeah. All right, NAN absolutely needing this round to get them to match point.
It is do or die for both
It
teams
is
here.
do or
More so
die.
Nan.
Doxic with a quick peek, can't pick up one.
Wow,
Oh.
huge double from Rye.
Wow.
And A side is completely open.
And that's an interesting call.
NAN are calling a save. NAN are just saving right off of that. They're saying, we don't want to play a 2v4, and we're going to try to get to double overtime.
I kind of like...
Are they? Oh, they're still searching, actually.
They need to save her.
I would have liked that a lot more if they didn't have any indication that...
They really needed to save there, bro.
That HR was ready for something like that, but HR's been showing that they're like paranoid about this early aggro.
Yeah, and I mean, I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of that. Sending 3 players out A main completely dry, no util to support them.
I think they had a flash.
Greg's going down.
Might
here.
actually
he has no idea that
here
has
no idea. Gonna call with his pants down.
Yeah.
And all of them go down. This is really tough for NAN here.
Yeah.
Okay, they can still buy. Greg will be low on util, but
looks like Jordan might drop an op over to Greg. Nope. They will just stick with M4s across the board.
Absolutely do or die right now for NAN. They have to force it into a second OT if they want any chance of bringing this grand final to map 3.
Yeah, HR looking to close out this match. Looking to take home the trophy for Prospect. And they have absolutely turned this map around. Massive comeback from HR. NAN using their final timeout. And yeah, but HR has been ready for the early CT aggression. They've countered it really perfectly, honestly. We'll see if NAN get up to any shenanigans or if they just go for a slower default here on their CT side. On what could be the last round of their season.
this is... I mean, this is a storyline from a long time ago, but I mean, Rymaster last season, he had a really tough time. Didn't even make it to playoffs. This time, he's a powerhouse. He's hungry to get this win. He's making sure that they're getting over the line. Like, he's doing everything in his power.
Absolutely. HR, once again, looking to just abuse this A site. Jordan down to half HP, and NAN looking to retake mid. I don't mind that, getting some map control back.
It looks like HR does want to take some space up towards E-Box, turn this into a late B hit. 2 players outside of B main for HR, 2 players on site for NAN. And Alert coming in through A main as well.
I'm not sure what these 2 players mid is going to do for you.
They've taken this mid space, but they haven't done anything with it. I don't love that from NAN. That is not what they need to win this round. Peebs with a miss, but Troy and Clutch coming up huge for HR.
Yeah.
And that is probably going to be the series. I don't want to call it too early again, but yeah, 2v4 retake carry on 1 HP. I do not see this happening.
They're both getting naded.
And ladies and gentlemen,
save it to make it go to double overtime here.
Barring a miracle, we have your Prospect champions in HR. Just need this final kill. And they will close it out.
Folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, HR, the wild cards, your Prospect Season 16 champions.
Wow. Ooh. Well, we could have not asked for a better game, too. That was so exciting.
Yeah, absolutely, especially in those last couple of regular rounds in regulation. You know, great clutches coming in from both sides, but absolutely heartbreaking if you're NAN there.
Yeah. Once again, a 2-0 victory. Really, honestly, props to NAN for making that second map close after going 13-1 in the first map.
Big shout out for keeping your mental strong after a pretty decisive victory on map 1.
They could easily just let them.
Yeah, but HR with a huge mental resilience of their own, making a massive comeback on Anubis to close it out. And but what a grand finals that was.
Yeah, Squalor is right. HR made a Herculean comeback to win the set. I mean, they were down, and they really dug deep and brought it home.
I mean, absolutely. Coming back from the 8-4 half on T side to open, you know, not how I saw that map going, but congratulations, HR, with a pretty dominant 2-0 victory in the grand finals.
Yeah, let's see if we can get any HR players in here. Get some thoughts from them.
Who
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to join the
Yeah,
stream?
as they are your new prospect season 16 champions, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think any of those players had trophies already.
No, I don't think so. That was a first time for all of them.
Ripets, Peebs, Troy. Who's the other? Roy, Pets, or what did I say? Troy.
Troy,
Pets, Peebs.
Troy is their HR, but
Rymaster,
he is their IGL,
Fifth?
not their HR.
Oh, and Clutch.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have
Yeah.
permission to just join. They might have to.
They should.
Oh, do they? Okay.
I mean, I can't even think of a single player to highlight from HR just because that was such a team game from them both maps.
Yeah, they absolutely played well across the board.
You know,
All their players putting up great numbers.
Troy comes to mind, but then so does Peeves, so does Pets. I mean, the entire team.
Yeah. They all had some massive clutch moments. Rye with, again, some really impactful lurks. Great job from him. Yeah. Great showing from HR here.
Yeah, you know, especially after that regulation in map 2, I was really hoping for a map 3.
Whole
just
team.
we have all of HR waiting.
All right,
Oh,
here we
my.
go. We have all of HR here on the stream with us.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's
Here
go.
we go. We have the entirety of HR Prospect, our new champions of this season. How are we doing tonight, HR?
Fucking good, dude.
I mean, I don't know how to describe that last game, to be honest.
Oh
that was
my
That was a
absolutely amazing.
crazy comeback.
That was an absolute barn burner of a finale. We were freaking out over here. I can't imagine how y'all were feeling in the driver's seat.
Oh, I can't feel my hands right now.
Yeah, my legs are numb.
Yeah, you guys had
Yeah.
some massive clutches. Especially, let's talk about that last round in regulation with a massive clutch coming out. I think it was
Rymaster, I believe.
Rymaster, yeah.
Oh, that's my goat right there.
Yeah.
That's told me.
I'll be so honest, I thought he lost that.
Yeah, so did all of our
Yeah.
casters but me.
Dude, we've been
Yeah,
trying to convince Rye to throw util all season. He was like, I ain't starting now, boys, okay?
Yeah, we
It
put him in the
worked,
corner, and
though.
he gets in their spawn in 15 seconds, and then he gets 3 because no one expects him to be in spawn with 1:45 on the clock. So, I mean, anti-strat him all you want. He did the same thing the whole season, and still no one can stop him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
you don't want to get a 1v1 duel with him. It's never a 50-50. Come on.
Yeah.
While we're on stream, I want to point out if you look up HR stats for enemy flash, you'll notice that we're taking up the top 5 spots of least flashes thrown.
Yeah.
Definitely a
Hey.
stat to brag about.
Hey, I'm just saying, flashes
There's
give
anyone
away
to brag
position.
about? That's the one.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Well,
What were the
This game is broken.
What were the comms like at the halftime? Only getting 4 rounds on the T side. What were you guys saying to yourselves at halftime to get yourselves back into that game?
Well, it
We
was
win this
silent for
map.
me.
We
He was
win
also
this
muted
map,
the
like-
entire half.
Yeah, Clutch was muted the whole first half, and you know
Oh my god.
that might have contributed to that a little bit, but we kind of just
We
took
were like,
that second
why
half
is
round by
Clutch so
round.
quiet today, dude?
I'm like usually the loud one.
Oh, man.
I'm a little bit curious. You know, you guys looked extremely dominant on map 1 on Mirage there, but were you guys expecting the Ancient or the Anubis pick for map 2 there? Did you prep for it at
Yes.
all?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we knew what the map pool would be.
We knew exactly what they were going to do in ban phases. Series start with winning the ban phase, and I think we won it today. All 3 maps were winnable for us. If we dropped one of the first 2, we definitely had Dust 2 in the bag. I could feel it just with the energy. But yeah, we took that first step, won the ban phase, and then won the series.
Yeah, I mean, in a convincing fashion too, a 2-0 in the grand finals.
No kidding. As you guys all have got the trophies to your name now. Congratulations.
Oh
Thank you.
man.
Okay.
Couldn't
Thank
have
you.
asked for a better set to cast. This was truly a treat.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There was that-
especially- Or go ahead, sorry.
Okay, there was that second round ace clutch from Troy,
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
Oh yeah.
That was unbelievable.
crazy, dude.
I'm surprised I didn't get a noise complaint when he hit that.
Yeah.
You and me both. Oh
we
my
saw
god.
you guys take a timeout after that just to kind of reset from all that excitement.
Yeah.
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 And I think Jess got a 4K clutch to put Nan onto 12.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably.
Jess was crazy in that last map, dude. It was her and Greg just running all over us.
Yeah, Jess
Oh,
was a
yeah.
problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, massive showing from a lot of players here. But you guys, one thing we pointed out as well during the game is you guys were really consistent across the board. You didn't really have any weak links. You were all kind of fragging at the same level. And yeah, Nan just had a tough time dealing with your consistency, which is really great to see.
Yeah. That's something
In
we
CS.
talked about. Yeah, going into the playoffs is the type of CS we play is just so team oriented. And I mean, we saw it in every playoff team that we faced had all these amazing players, but you look at their stat lines and usually there's two people going crazy and then three people supporting those two. And when you look at our stat lines, we just all frag because we're so focused on the round as a whole. And we knew going into this, like you cannot hide any flaws in a best of 3. And we knew going into the playoffs, we think we could win the championship. We think we're the best, and we believed in ourselves. I mean, we fucking did it.
Yeah, you backed it up.
Absolutely, with a dominant run too, not dropping a single map in the entirety of postseason.
Since we lost to Wet in the regular season, we have not dropped the map.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Huge
predicted it.
turnaround.
That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say.
Hey,
The
honestly,
one
yeah.
caster not favoring Nan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
HR
Yeah,
all the
I
way,
was-
baby.
yeah.
I called
Us
it.
loses, man.
My three co-casters all predicted Nan to win. I was the only HR believer on this cast.
Wow.
That still might be a
Unbelievable.
dream.
Wow, we got the
Your
doubters in here,
observer
man.
Was
It's-
a
hey,
HR
Oh,
believer.
me and
Yeah, I was about to
Gabe,
say
yeah,
it's not that we were doubters. It's not that we weren't believers. It's just me and Cool in particular. We're biased. We've both played seasons with Jess. Cool
I
in
won a
particular
trophy.
won a fucking chip with Jess.
I won a
Yeah.
trophy with Jess. She's my brother in Christ. I have to back her.
Yeah. No matter what, we're back in Nan just off of that and that alone. But it's not that y'all aren't deserving. We're
mean-
happy with whoever won.
Oh, I just like
Absolutely.
Toxic.
yeah.
You
Everybody loves
absolutely
Toxic.
deserved it.
Our old man.
Yeah, when he goes back to the nursing home tonight, I don't think he'll have his head.
Toxic is gonna have a crazy story to tell his grandkids next time they visit.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I think but I mean the Nan side, I don't think they're like that was the worst CS we've ever played. I mean, the first map was unfortunate, but
I do got to say, what were you guys' comms like on that pistol round of Nan's T-half on Mirage there, where they did the cinnamon twist on you guys? in the mid?
We said so. We watched our Inferno from semis back, and we noticed that we just ran back and forth from sites most of the round, just rotating. And we thought that they were just running back and forth and under, trying to get us to rotate back and forth, then find a gap. So we were just yelling at each other to just don't move. We have 5 alive. We have everything in the map that we want. Don't move. Don't give them a gap. And it worked.
I will say after like the third time they wrapped around, we kind of clued in.
Yeah, I was gonna say. If I saw them come back into top mid after going
Go
into
we're hip to the
underpass,
cinnamon twist.
Yeah, to do
But
it
no,
4
the bottom mid-
times is absolutely wild.
yeah,
They're bottom mid. They're back and under. Oh, they're back to bottom mid. Oh, they're back under. It's like, okay. I mean, you
Yeah.
have under, but you have no other space in the map. You can't win around without map control.
Can't plant the bomb in mid.
Right.
yeah.
that's why I want to move to VDC.
oh my god.
This guy.
There was a round where Nam was on a low buy. You guys ran into B, and Clutch instantly, as soon as he got on the bomb site, he cleared Carry, who was up on that box with the Mag 7.
Oh yeah,
You're
I
like,
forgot about
Oh,
that.
I
Good
remember this
lord.
Oh,
round.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, that is so common. That's like the
Yeah.
most pre-fireable angle on an eco round that you can honestly predict it.
And we knew how they like to play Mirage, like in general. And so we get one kill, and we have people already pushing market, but we're screaming at each other, probably one more on site, and everyone's just on high alert. So just good
Yeah.
comms.
Yeah.
It was really funny because we were like, Oh man, I'm so ready for this Mag 7 to get some work done. One frame of seeing another player, she's dead. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, try playing retakes against Clutch and being like, yeah, I feel warm and ready for the game. See him for 2 frames and you're gone.
Yeah, no, I was half responsible for assembling this roster, and the only reason why we first round picked. By the way, he was the first overall pick in the draft. The whole reason why he was that was he just absolutely dumpstered me in the combine. I think we
That'll
ended
do
up
it.
winning, but like
Couldn't
every
do it
one
in
year
match
I would
day.
If you
ever
can't
take
beat him, join him. That's yeah.
You definitely put together the magical roster then, because that was an impressive
Yeah.
showing from every single one of you guys.
Do you guys
Oh,
want to
man.
give any shout outs? Thank your mom. Thank Oprah Winfrey or something.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
wife.
your GM.
My wife is the greatest, most supportive person ever, and she's just the goat. She watches all the games. She cooks me food while I play. Couldn't have done it without her.
I would also like to
Send
thank
this
Pets'
to
Pets' wife.
The whole team owes her a massive debt of gratitude. Okay.
I honestly think the casters might do the same because y'all
Yeah.
actually put in a
I also-
crazy performance here.
I also choose Pet's wife.
Shout out Pets' wife, guys. I mean, like,
Pets' wife, yeah.
MVP of the season.
Give her a trophy too.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that could be arranged. That'd be pretty funny. It's like do you ever see that Facebook post? But like it's like Facebook tier quality. It's like this woman read all of the textbooks to her daughter who's blind, and they gave her an honorary degree.
Yeah. That's
Oh, yeah,
Pets'
yeah.
wife right
I
there.
mean, she's
Yeah.
She's
She's
behind me with the
looking at the
puppet strings during the
screen.
game.
Yeah.
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 Give her the IGL for the dream team in the postseason.
There we go.
Or
Oh
the
yeah, she picks the
coaching-
teams.
Or the coaching slot. Yeah.
All right.
Oh no.
I'm muted
Oh.
to stream, but so, peeps.
Oh.
Squalor and I predicted HR to win. You didn't. Therefore,
Yeah.
you lost in the prospect
Yeah.
players.
Hey, you bet against yourself?
He
You
did.
don't
Every round,
want
he
to
did
do
it
that.
every
Hold
You're
round.
a straight
Hold on,
psychopath
hold on,
for that,
hold
bro.
on. Let me
I
explain myself.
respect it. I respect it.
me
You don't want to
explain
jinx his
myself.
team.
Listen. Okay, first of all, yeah, the jinx. Second of all right, if I am wrong and we win, I'm happy because we won, right? If I'm right, I get a consolation prize, you know? So it's just win-win.
Hedging your
Fair
bets
enough.
here. Hedging your
You
bets.
cannot argue with that
You wanna
logic.
fix it?
He plays both sides, so he always comes out ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
This is why
This
you
man's
guys
playing
don't
40
understand.
chess while we're just out right here casting. You know,
I will like to say I'm not going to retract my
Yeah.
statement in the article. I still think Greg's a better player than Clutch.
Yo, peeps, 1v1 me right
Oh
now.
my
1v1 me right now. Let's go.
No, he should 1v1 Greg.
Yeah, no, I'm chilling.
You know what? I'll
yeah,
1v1 Greg. Let's
1v1 me,
go.
bro. I was the captain of a 2-8 team in recruit. Yeah, fucking let's see what's up.
We
Yeah,
can
I'll
train for
play
such
too.
things, you know? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, my team got destroyed.
Oh, man.
Put Ruby in there. He needs to win something.
Yeah. I even went to the arcade and I put $15 into the claw machine, didn't get anything. So I need to win, guys. I need to win.
Aren't those one of the
It's
ones
coming
that
soon,
you
Ruby.
can
You
only
should-
win at too?
You should learn from Toast. He's a professional gambler.
I was gonna say,
teach
get
you
you
a
I
some
already hang out with
Colt
Colty.
tabs.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
about to
use
say,
Cole- yeah.
no.
Use code Colty21.
Nuclear level threat, Colty, gambling fucking phenom.
Oh my god.
Well, unless
All
we
right,
got
well,
anything else to say,
think that's the
congratulations
end of
to
our-
HR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our beautiful 7-way interview comes to an end.
Again, congratulations to a fantastic season.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
And, shout out to
Thank you.
Gabe for the great observing as well.
Oh yeah,
Great
huge
observer.
shout out to Gabe.
The wise one,
Yeah.
Gabe has
All right.
bongo.
Getting
Gabe.
us set up, figured out eventually. Took him half
Real
of the
quick.
first map, but we got it done.
Hey,
Can you
that's
get your
all that
bongos
matters.
real quick? I just want to hear the bongo.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
whip it out, whip it
you
out.
gotta ride off this season in the
Oh.
sunset.
Alright,
Yeah,
Play
that's
that
gonna end the
bongo.
stream is the bongos.
Let me get it on my desk real quick. They can
Oh,
only
boy.
hear it on
Oh my
stream,
God.
but
That's all that matters.
yeah, exactly. We got bongos, we got Counter-Strike, and you know, that's a great way to end our prospect season.
Play us out, Gabe.
Bye everyone.
Well, he's doing the controls to shut down the stream and playing bongos. So.
Oh, absolutely. The bongos actually control the stream. So bongos are out.
He got you deep.